Hello, and welcome to this special episode of the Dads of Adventure podcast. This is con- this is continuing the Fathers Day Extravaganza week, and just wanted to share some of the vision for the Disney Dads Club that's on the Clubhouse app. Um, so, uh, just recently, the Clubhouse app has not been around too long. Um, so it's a new social media platform if you don't know much about it. And it is an audio platform. So you can create rooms in there individually with other people where you can just talk individually to people that you follow. So you go follow somebody. It tells you when they're on. The app and available, and then you can go click on their profile and try to start a room with them. They can refuse that too, but more often there's rooms that are created, and now and they had not too recently introduced the concept of clubs in Clubhouse. The Clubhouse clubs, kind of like a Facebook group or something like that, allows people to join that club in Clubhouse, and then um, you can then know about any events that are going on for that club, which is great because before you kind of may not have gotten notifications for them, but when you're part of the club, you know exactly what's going on in that club. When it happens. So it makes things a lot easier. I've been working to try and get the Disney Dads Club established for a while now. I've been holding one off Disney Dads chats for a while, and really excited that really just like a couple weeks ago, my opportunity popped up to be able to create a club. And there's different requirements around that. So I was able to create a club, the Disney Dads Club. So it's just Disney Dads in Clubhouse. If you're not familiar with Clubhouse, I mean, you can find the app, in the App Store or Google Play Store. So it is there and available. They just released the option for Android users. It was just iOS based previously. So everybody should be able to get into the app or at least download it. You can hold your spot. You may still need an invite. It was invite only for a long time. Not sure if it still is, but if you need an invite, I have some. Just follow me on Instagram at DADsofAdventure and message me there, and I can see about getting you an invite so that you can join the Disney Dads Club. Or if you're on Clubhouse and you don't know where the club is, let me know and I can send you an invite to the club. Find me, under the Dads of Adventure. Search for that, or I think you can search my name, Scott Clark, as well in the app, and you should be able to find me there. Once you follow me, then I can add you to the club. You just need to let me know, like through Instagram or something along those lines, that you want to be added to the club. But I'm excited about this for a number of reasons. I've been trying to figure out a best way to get Disney dads together for a while. One of the challenges of that is that there's so many different accounts that are out there that are Disney related. It's like trying to figure out how to get dads in one place, Disney dads in one place, is a little bit of a challenge because there's different, kind of things going on. There's a lot of accounts that may have started and under, Disney dads that may not be around anymore. So that general Disney dads piece was not necessarily there. So I've been working on that for about 2 years now, trying to get that in place. That was the original vision, again, is to have a place where Disney dads could come and talk to each other. And me being an adopted dad, I also have some vision to share some of my adoption experiences. Not sure if that's going to happen here or in another app, but there's definitely a smaller contingent of Disney adoptive dads. So if you're considering adoption or foster care or anything like that, feel free to ask me those questions in Instagram or wherever. I'm happy to talk to you about that as well. But going to focus at the moment on Disney Dads. There is a Dads of Adventure club as well. You can join that. It's not necessarily being developed as much at the moment, but please go ahead and join that, and then we'll go from there on what we're going to do with that. But the Disney Dads Club on Clubhouse is a place where we can actually talk to each other because it's an audio app. And we can schedule meetings at certain times. We can also have one-off meetings where you'll get notified if there's a meeting scheduled within the club. So that's a reason to be a part of the club. You can follow the club, but it's better to be a member of the club because I think the notifications work a little bit differently. So just let me know if you have any trouble with that or locating it. And again, I can send you a more direct link in that way. But for right now, we've kicked off the club, and just one person joined me, which is great. I love having individual conversations with Disney dads to get to know them on another level. And if it's one or two people, that's fine, because I think we get to have a little bit deeper conversations. One of the things about the Clubhouse app, kind of the way it works, just to give you an idea, is there'll be kind of a leader of that group. For the meantime, that'll probably be me. There may be some sub leaders that are leading the group too, that you are allowed, give permission for talking in the group. And you can raise your hand if you want to talk, but for the most part, you'll be part of the audience. So it's opposite to like a meeting room or something like that. When you come into the room, you're not talking, you're not saying anything, and there's a mute button for the people that are what's called on stage. And on stage just means you have permission to talk. And then there may be a group of people that may be on stage, and then but it's mainly just talking about whatever topic is going on. The vision I have for that is, in general, is for Disney dads to be in there and have topics and things that help us to be more positive Disney dads, whether that's talking about Disney experiences or life adventures with our families as well, just being more positive dads in general. So I think that's an important topic. I'm really excited to launch that around Father's Day, because beyond celebrating fathers, I think it's an opportunity for us to reflect on being fathers and being better dads in general, and being better Disney dads is focus that comes together on me. I'll always say that the one of the reasons for Disney dads is not just necessarily the love of Disney, because there's other things that Disney dads have going on in their life, but it's a language with which we can have other conversations about life and other topics that are important as well. Just like many dads talk sports, and that's kind of the way that they connect. I connect with the language of Disney, talking about a topic about Disney, and then you get to know a little bit more about somebody's family or their their travels and their experiences, and you learn facts about Disney that you didn't know, and you can form a friendship over that, and have somebody that you can talk to about other things in life. So that's kind of the analogy that I would use is we speak Disney, so we're speaking Disney to not just for Disney, but for other things in life as well. But kind of the running theme will be being more positive Disney dads. There'll be fun stuff going on too. It's not just going to be like a boot camp for like, you need to do this if you want to be a positive Disney dad. That's not the way I want to do it, because we're all flawed, including me. I am working on trying to be more positive in those experiences, and I fail often at that. And that's you know, the goal is to improve upon that, find opportunities. I always use the example of you know, getting from the transportation of Disney to the park gate um, can set the mood for your entire day in the park. If that's a bad experience because you had to park farther out and you were angry about that, um, you know, that's um, you know, how the mood is going to be set. If everybody is kind of dragging into the gate and you're mad because your bag had to be checked and you weren't expecting that, you know, that can be lead to a bad experience in the parks that day. So it's great to reflect on those things so that you can do those things better. Like, I have a whole routine when I go um, through the security gates, which is a much easier process now since they put in like the um, not to get too deep into this, but since they put in the new security gates, you can walk through with your bags. Um, there's no longer like you know, if you're you know, family with a stroller or a bag, there's no longer like um, envying the people that don't have bags that are walking straight through. Um, yeah, everybody goes through, and you just put your stroller to the side. My goal is to have nothing on the bottom of the stroller, so that way they can see the bottom of the stroller, because they're going to check that, or they're going to make you take things out. So, you know, if that frustrates you, you know, that's one thing that I do to make sure that I'm not frustrated. Um, I also, you know, they'll check the tops of the canopies or whatever, the folding canopies. So I have those open. I have, you know, if there's something, I'll set that on top that I can easily pick up. If it's supposed to go on the bottom, then I'll go on the bottom after I get through the gates. Try to have magic bands or car, you know, annual passes or whatever out. So as we go to scan in, we're not frustrated. My sons want to have those and they want to do it, so I try to prepare them for that. Um, you know, stuff like that. Those are the type of things that you can prepare for. Um, know that it's coming, so that then you can have a more positive experience as you come into the gate. Or like, you know, you don't want to create a tense situation like um, you know, having everybody go to the bathroom before you get in the car to um, head to the gate. Sometimes that's not possible, and you've got to you're trying to get through the gate so you can get to that first bathroom. But you know, sometimes you may need to just pause and go to the bathroom that's outside the gate um, to not have that anxious situation um, going on, especially if you have younger kids. Um, so that's and you know, is in a nutshell the things that you can like kind of prepare for. But I think talking about some other topics, we can kind of look at that as well, and we'll have some fun with it. We'll talk about some fun topics. One that um, I thought would be an interesting topic to talk about is all of the episodes of different shows of families going to Disney, and we'll do like a little bit of um, we'll talk about the fun aspects of that and like what we remember from our childhood and things like that from those episodes. And there's more modern ones too, so everybody can kind of um, have their own space in that. But we can talk about you know, some case like how did that go? You know what? I don't know. So that is kind of the vision there. It's going to take more than just me to do that. I'll be leading some of those conversations, but we'll need participation from others to share their experiences too. So we'll get into that a little bit later, but I'm not sure exactly how often we'll have these groups yet, but I'm going to go ahead and once I get off of here, I'm going to go ahead and post a conversation. Typically, they'll be later in the evening to give dads a chance to, you know, if they have kids that they need to get to bed, And sorry if you have early bedtimes. I'm going to try to figure out like what's the best time. But like for me, normally 10 o'clock Eastern is when I'll be scheduling those for now, because that's when I can mostly confirm that my kids are in bed. So they'll be coming up. There'll be one that's coming up here. Let's see. So the 20th is a Sunday on Father's Day. And then, so it'll be the 23rd. Yeah, Wednesday the 23rd at 10 p.m. So I'm going to go ahead and schedule that one. If it gets canceled, we'll move it to another day. But go ahead and join the club, and then you'll find out anytime that those meetings are changed, and we'll go from there. But I'm really excited to have some topics of discussions with Disney dads specifically, so that, again, we can talk to each other, share our experiences, share tips and things that we have experienced to help make our days better. They're not necessarily going to work for everybody. Something that somebody else shares may not be the style or how somebody works, but we can listen and we can take the things that work for us and apply them, and hopefully have more positive days. Again, life adventures and Disney adventures with our family. Doesn't have to be in the parks, can be something else, but again, that goes through the life adventures and Disney adventures, and we'll go from there. So again, excited about this. It's very brand new. So come join the Disney Dads Club on Clubhouse. If you can't find it, follow me, DreamsMagicAdventure, and then I can invite you. You can ping me on Instagram and a message or whatnot. I'll normally post in Instagram when they're doing that. We may not do that all the time as things start going here. But if you need an invite, let me know. Try to let me know a little bit ahead of time, because I may not be, if I'm focusing on in the club doing the meeting, I may not be able to get to you. So just keep that in mind. But there'll be another one if you miss it. So try to make some time for that and join us. Looking forward to speaking to you all. And the day after this episode will be Father's Day. So happy Father's Day. Plan to do something on Father's Day. Not sure when that will happen yet. But there'll be one more episode for the Fathers Day Extravaganza, and still formulating what that will be, what that would look like. But excited to share that to wrap up the week for that. And happy Father's Day early from Dads of Adventure, from me. That's me. And then hope you have a great experience on Father's Day, and we'll look forward to hopefully talking with you in the Clubhouse room or on Instagram or wherever you may be. And thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Subscribe again to the Dreams Magic Adventure channel, where you can see all the podcasts in video format. Check out us out on your favorite podcast app. We're definitely on Spotify. We'll feed to iHeartRadio and Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, and a few. Normally that feeds to a number of other apps automatically from those feeds. But I will be also adding it to the Google Play Store here in the near future. So if it's not on there, I'll be adding it, and then it should show the whole feed and everything from Dads of Adventure on the podcast side. We can also visit the website, which will redirect. So warn you that DADsofAdventure.com, which will give you a little more information. And that's where we'll go from there. Again, find us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Dads of Adventure. And look forward to seeing you out there wherever that place may be. And for now, go have an adventure with your family.